So come along. This is my little study and this is my collection of books. I spent quite a bit of time with my books and I have thought and I have always realized that more you read, more you understand, more you enjoy and really you become wise on this part. In fact, one of my friends told me a very beautiful thing. It is like trading in perfume. Once you are studying books, you don't even remember the name of the books, but it leaves a scent on your hand. It is like attar, you're trading in itra. The moment you are trading in itra, even if you sell it, even if you give it away, the scent remains. Books are like ittar, my friends. Books are like trading on in perfumes. Okay, this is a small little mandir in our house, and this is my Easter day. I worship Lord Ganesha, the god of wisdom, and every day my day starts with meditating at least for a few minutes. This gives me considerable strength and the guts to face whatever are the challenges in everybody's life. I always advise everyone, not maybe as a religion, but as a spiritual practice, always meditate. This is something that I have shared on my YouTube channels also, on my videos also. Meditation gives you the kind of strength that no human being can give you. So always spend some time meditating. This is your precious me time. Always name any god in any form possible, but worship for some time. So these are the various trophies and the various mementos that I have earned and gained in my life. And this is my father's, my late father's and my late chacha's photographs. Okay, my chacha was an Indian Air Force pilot, skilled in action. I lost my father recently. A very, very, very important part of my life went away, but I believe that his grace is, his Ashirwad is still with me, and I am going to continue being the good son of a good father. So I'll just share with you a beautiful gift, or rather a memento that my father gave it to me. So this is a beautiful comment and it brings a smile, but this was my first billion. I've preserved it ever since. So it's not about money, but it's an inclination, it's an indication that you should always dream big. So I remember my father through these messages, and this is what I'm saying. These are called rites of passages. Always, always respect your parents. Always ensure that you have beautiful memories with them. Nobody in this world will grace you better than your parents. So this is the smart board on which I take my YouTube videos. This is where you see me when you see me on the Unacademy YouTube channel. This is the place, this is my workstation, okay, where I put tons and tons of efforts and tons of hours, whether as a pursuing of my law profession or while I'm teaching my aspirants. So my day begins very early, since Supreme Court practice is much time consuming and it's too much of hard work actually, to say the least. However, I enjoy my work, and considering Delhi's traffic, I have to leave far earlier than normal because you have to reach Supreme Court right on time. Okay, it's an awesome practice and an awesome competition in the Supreme Court, since it is the highest appellate court, the apex court. But yes, after a 1.5 hour drive, I reach the Supreme Court. Majority of my day, about 60-70% of the day, is consumed in either appearing in the courts or preparing for the cases. And then after that, of course, it's back to my passion, that is to teaching. And I make sure that the notes are updated, my videos are updated, so that I can be the best possible contributor to the dreams and the aspirations of civil service aspirants. So by the time the court practice is over, it's pretty late in the evening. Okay, but then I start preparing the content, I make videos, and I also update my notes. Since polity is a dynamic subject, it is changing every moment. It is changing every second moment. Something happens in the parliament, something happens in the courts, something the government decides to do, and voila, you have a change in syllabus. So something which was very, very crucial day before yesterday wouldn't be that important, and something that we had never understood that would be so crucial becomes the topper most important requirement. So I make sure that things are updated. So thankfully I have a very strong support staff. and they give me enough ample opportunities to ensure that I can manage both the jobs, that is to deal at the highest appellate court of India as well as teach the most important and the most intelligent students of India at the same time. So 80% of my time is involved in Supreme Court practice, since it is a very difficult and a very competitive practice. And also please remember, this is the highest appellate court. So there is no scope for error, and every inch and every centimeter, so to say, has to be covered. Thankfully, I have a very good support staff. There are some exceptional juniors that I have who ensure that I get enough time that I can manage both the works. Because in the other one, that is the Educator Sidharth, has to teach the best of the best brains, the future bureaucrats of India. So I have always got the best of the support staff, and these people have helped me out perform both my duties diligently. By the time the day is over, I go back home, ensure that my notes are updated. I make my notes updated according to the change in the news. Please remember that a moment's change can change the entire syllabus. The parliament does something, the Supreme Court passes a landmark judgment, the government does something. Suddenly something which was not important till day before yesterday becomes the most crucial topic. And this is how I ensure that my students get the best of the best, since not a centimeter is allowed in the UPSC Civil Services examination, not a centimeter of complacency is tolerated, and I ensure that I at least give the best to my students. So I was an exceptional student during my college, and I was also gifted for the so-called gift of the gab, and somehow naturally a natural inclination to communicate with people who are intelligent, who are in pursuit of knowledge, that brought me into teaching. And gradually, even during the college days, I started communicating, I started attending many seminars and many conferences. There were quite a bit of so-called intellectual groups that I was a part of. So it was a chance meeting over social media, so to say, that I came across Gaurav Munjal and Roman Saini. And I tweeted just congratulating these two young guys who were doing an exceptional job in the field of teaching. They just launched Unacademy. And I just congratulated Gaurav Munjal, voila, brother, you've done an awesome job. And I did not expect, but Gaurav Munjal actually replied back. And when he replied back, from that, as they say, rest is history, because I made my first couple of courses on those Unacademy early days, way about 4 or 5 years ago. That is the scenario when the entire thing started rolling, and I became a part of this beautiful journey, which is going to make an awesome difference in the lives of Indian students for all times to come. So I had my fair share of doubts when I started teaching online. Okay, undoubtedly, I did not know what kind of response will it generate. And I thought maybe it will not be that impressive as compared to as an offline class. But voila, it was unbelievable. It was awesome. Something that was beyond expectations. I've got responses. I've got almost people crying out, okay, obviously in terms of words. And this makes you do better job. And then you realize that thanks to this internet availability, thanks to this platform, I can reach and make a difference in the lives of people whom I'm never probably going to meet. But people recognize you. People know you. On the road, people are recognizing you. At airports, people are coming and saying or shaking hands with you. This is a beautiful experience. Beautiful, awesome experience. You feel like being a part of a revolution. You feel that you are a part of something bigger, something huge, something which is going to bring about a change for all times to come. And I thank my stars and I thank God that I am a part of something greater than what I could have ever done in an offline class. Okay, although I have made all possible endeavors to make people communicate to me, but those who have still not been able to communicate to me were most free and most available on my Facebook account. I am very, very active on social media with regards to meeting out, taking messages and communicating whatever comes across in my life on my Facebook account. So join me on that.